Hi everyone. So I really feel like it's important for everybody to know the system of use. We get a lot of people who say, oh, I love your line, I use the cleanser. And then when we further ask, well, do you use the Crystal Radiance Elixir? Oh, I think I have that. I use it during the day sometimes to use our oil. Not really. I have a different moisturizer that I like to use. It's a great serum, blah, 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 blah. There's a reason behind the system. I've mentioned this before, but I'm really going to focus on this because using the system of use is better than any single product by itself. You know, we always talk about the synergies within each product, but the actual synergy of the system of use. And so we're going to start with the Facial Daily Regimen. So the Facial Daily Regimen is really key to always start with the Rosemary and Geranium Cleanser. Now we do have another cleanser, our anti-inflammatory. If you are prone towards acne, prone towards hyper reactionary skin, if you have some sort of atopic dermatitis that you live with, rosacea is really common. Rosacea is something that, depending on diet, season, stress, could flare up just like a breakout. That's when you're going to grab your anti-inflammatory. You're not going to use the anti-inflammatory every day for the rest of your life. It wasn't created in the same way the Rosemary and Geranium Cleanser was created as a professional product to be able to put on your skin. It helps move the blood and the lymph. It helps eat away that bacteria that sits underneath. Any kind of missurfaced area of the skin, any hyperpigmentation could easily clear out when it's new. If it's been there for a lot of years, maybe that it takes a little bit longer. This is also a product that you could spot treatment if you do have something like a calloused kind of a fatty deposit in your skin. This is something that works overnight just to barely spot it. We don't want people putting it on their skin all over their face and their neck and using it at night in that respect. So I wanted to go over a little bit of the open mouth resistance when using any cream-based product below the eyes. It basically looks like this. Really attractive. But you're creating a resisting technique. The esthetician has gravity on their side, so when we're doing a facial, we're actually using a certain amount of pressure. We're going around your mouth. We're able to hold on to certain pressure points that are really apparent, usually along a bony ridge. These are really key points. You know, these two, the zygomatic ridge point in particular, and then also the point that is usually just in between the base of your chin and underneath your earlobe, just at the base, the top of your neck. So it's usually a bony ridge. You can't miss it. You just kind of find your way and stop. This is if you really want to get a good workout and you don't have an esthetician that is using the Benedetta holistic facial. So these are just some key points. I know in the diagram it's not always so easy, but you want to put about 4 pumps, 2 pumps of the larger size, same with the small size. So these are all unit sizes for people that are available to you. You know, those of us that know the product, we want the bigger size. It's nice to just be able to do a couple pumps and use it. I use about 6 out of the regular size, about 3 out of this one. I make sure my face, my neck, and my entire chest is saturated. And I usually just do a good amount of pressure on my chest, upward fashion with the neck, downward, down the sides of the neck where our lymph flows, and I will also get the back of my neck too. On your face, you want to make sure that you're doing motions like that to kind of build the lips and get the circulation going. You can lean into your hand if you want to when you're doing the open mouth underneath your zygomatic ridge. Go around the eyes, and then the forehead. You can use obviously more pressure on the forehead, but it's called a massaging cream cleanser for this reason. I developed this gosh, about 28 years ago was the first initial batch of this product, and we have learned so much from our customers in the development of this product. We have not changed this product, it's just gotten cleaner. We adhere to organic and biodynamic ingredients. That's a given for the entire line. It does not define us as a company. What defines us as a company is the fact that we have purpose behind what we do. So what we say is that, again, the system of use, the 1 to 5 step, or if it's 1 to 4 and you're not using the eye cream, it's the 1 to 4 step during the day. At night, we have a different process. Gabrielle, you didn't bring me the one to, that's okay, we'll do that in a different video. But the 1 to 5 step would be the rosemary and geranium cream cleanser. If you are using our eye cream, you would then wash your cleanser off with a wet washcloth. Make sure it's very saturated and wet. Last one, you're gonna wring out and just dab, dry your skin, and then grab 1 pump of this eye cream and pat it in to the eye area. You're gonna do a kind of a tapping motion all the way around the eye. Because there's more heat in this area, it soaks right in and it prepares you for the next step. So if you are going to, so then the next step, is, and this could be step 2 if you're not using the eye cream, but this is absolutely key to use your hydrating elixir. If you live in a humid area, if you have T-zone and you're more oily, you would use Ylang. If you're more balanced out, and we would expect everyone to transition to the rosemary verbenon during the day, depending on your lifestyle, the seasons, because this line is truly about bringing your skin into balance and being the very best that you can be. So then we would use the hydrating elixir when your face is saturated, and again, head, and we have all these descriptions online, but head tilted and up, not here, here, gravity. You're gonna spray and you'll get more benefit out of that. So about 3 sprays is all you need. That should saturate your face. Then you're gonna grab your step 4. Your step 4 is about 4 drops. If you're a very oily person, probably about 3. 4 to 6 drops if you're drier. You're gonna make sure you then grab it, divide it between your hands, open mouth resistance, doing the same kind of technique. Make sure you get it everywhere. I'm going to tell you a little trick. I've probably said this before. If you're in a super hurry, you could actually add 1 pump of your moisturizer, step 5, and do it all at once. I've done that, but I like the efficacy of doing them separately. I like the idea that you're building more circulation upward, creating a resistance for your neck. Downward, the flow of lymph across the clavicle is your motion of use. And then I always end with just something, we forget our back. We don't want wrinkles back there either. So that's basically your 5-step process. But again, this is the holistic view. The idea that you come in and say, my skin is so dry, what moisturizer do you have? We think differently. This line was not created just moisturizer alone. We are not a band-aid to healthy skin. We want your skin to be the best that it can be. Every day my skin changes. Right now I feel like my lips are a little dry. I'm gonna drink some water on camera. Sip your water throughout the day. Make sure you're getting several 12 to 16 ounce glasses full of water. We all know this, so I don't need to lecture people on how much water to drink. But the external saturation of water is really important. And this line right here was created to give you that and to intermingle, if you will, the antioxidant oils and the essentials that are going to be great delivery systems so that it gets deeper into your epidermis. So this is super key. Our Ombre del Soleil line really addresses atmospheric damage, but so do these products. They definitely do, and they were and are the catalyst to the Ombre line. The Ombre line comes in when somebody has severe damage or they're skiing this time of year, or they're, surfing, and they need something just a little more penetrative, but you never stop with the basic regimen. So this is your daily. At night, for years, for the last 25 years or so, we have only touted, I created the Crystal Radiance in 1986. So it's always been about leave your skin alone and just spray. We now have the nighttime serum. That's part of our defense and repair series. Why don't you go ahead and get it while I'm talking? I think I could do that. And that is now taking place of your step 2. So you're going to cleanse just like you would during the day. And then second to that, you would do about I use 3 to 4 pumps. I use quite a bit. I've had, I spent a lot of time in the sun in my youth, so I feel that I really need this. This product is filled with extracts. I've said this many times on previous videos, but this product is filled with extracts and waters. So it does not have a lot of lipid oils in it, anything to clog. It's just part of a buffering system because of all the extracts we use in that. So that's your number 2. You're gonna feel that soak in like our eye cream does. So once that soaks in, thank you so much, Gabrielle. Once that soaks in, you definitely, maybe not right away unless you do your regimen before you go to bed, you're going to grab your Crystal Radiance and you're going to hydrate, and you're going to want to. It's not drying. I ask people all the time with dry skin, they're like, no, it's not drying, but it soaks right in. And that's exactly how I developed it. So this is nourishment while you sleep with many nutrients, vitamin C's, vitamin K's, UVA and UVB filters, and free radical scavengers at a real bioavailable, utilized form. Certified organic, some are biodynamic, cultivated, but just really clean. I bring those raw materials in along with our turkey tail, which we buy locally in California from a local certified organic farmer and scavenger, and we create our own in biodynamic alcohol tincture. And so that, along with so many other beautiful nutrients in this, really do address the health of your skin. So I highly suggest doing the 3-step process, and then ending with Crystal Radiance of your choice, which are most popular for nighttime care over a certain age or a particular disposition, is the Neroli Crystal Radiance. That's my choice. I really do need it now. This is a rosemary verbenut because I love it. If my lips even get a little dry or chapped, I feel like it's the best chapstick, actually. We don't carry one, and that's a whole nother video and story. But just remember in closing that this is a system to increase the health of your skin. The best that you can be holistically where your skin is at, to give it the greatest hydration and water integration it can hold, to be able to bring it into balance so that your oil, water ratio is balanced, so that your skin is supple, that it's not showing the signs of aging no matter the age. And it is about a system of use. If you just ate one food all the time because it was loaded with so many beautiful nutrients, but you neglected so many other important nutrients, you wouldn't do that. It's the same with this line. And I am definitely not saying this to you because I'm trying to sell more product. I created this line to help you and to make sure that you were getting the best that you can have for your skin. That, I feel remiss when people are not using the moisturizer. It's like, it's enough with this. We don't have toners. We don't believe in toners. You're getting a toner in the cleanser. So I've created an industry that isn't part of the status quo of cosmetics or the way people think about skincare. When we created the Crystal Radiance Hydrating Elixir, it was never intended to be a toner. It is not your toner. It is a twofold daily treatment and nighttime treatment. To use the oil without this Crystal Radiance Elixir, you're not getting the full benefit of the oil. To use the cleanser by itself and not, follow up with the Crystal Radiance, the oil and the moisturizer, you're not getting the full benefit of the best your skin can be. And we have, a series of different products. You often will transition from the Rosemary Verbenon possibly to Ylang and vice versa. Where you live matters. So that's all I have to say, and until next time, thank you.